I'm Grandma Karen, and I'm dressed up like Mother Goose, and we're going to read my granddaughter Hazel, who's 5 years old, and I are going to read some nursery rhymes to you. And nursery rhymes were around for hundreds of years before there was television or movies or radio or videos. So the purpose
and we did books too.
And when there were books to read, but no visual treats. They were to entertain the little children. So let's start with The Cat and the Fiddle. Okay, ready? The Cat and the Fiddle.
The cat and the fiddle.
The hey diddle diddle. The cat and the fiddle.
The cow
jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Yeah, get over here.
Okay.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where is the little boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Mary had a little lamb. Okay, Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb in school.
Little lamb, Mary had a lamb. Her fleece was white as snow.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Then up Jack got and home did trot, as fast as he could caper. He went to bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. The end.
The mouse, little mousey, Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after.
Okay, little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey.
My food.
That's okay, we'll skip. When along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the locks. Are all the children in their beds? For now it's
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Get to bed. So here's Mother Goose. I have her Mother Goose hat on. And
we already did this.
Yep, there she is. There she's flying on her gander. Old Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander,
We already did this.
would fly through the air on a very fine gander. That was practice. Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to visit the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse right under her chair. And we can't find it, it's somewhere.
We just have to use this.
A dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock, but now you come at noon. Saw a ship a-sailing on the sea. And oh, it was all laden with pretty things for thee. There were comfits in the cabin and apples in the hold. The sails were made of silk and the masts were made of gold. The 24 sailors that stood between the decks were 24 white mice with chains about their necks. The captain was a duck with a packet on his back. And when the ship began to move, the captain said,
Quack, quack.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Now wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle, for Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his nice new rattle. Just then flew by a monstrous crow, as black as a tar barrel, and which frightened both the heroes so much they forgot their quarrel. Old Mother Hubbard, okay? Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none.
No.
She took a clean dish to get him some tripe, but when she came back, he was smoking a pipe.
Where's the tripe?
How about this one? She went to the barber to buy him a wig, but when she came back, he was dancing a jig. Okay, now we have to do the ending. The dame made a curtsy. The dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant." The dog said,
Bow wow.
"Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes." Bells, where are the bells? "She shall have music wherever she goes." There you go. Simple Simon. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "Let me taste your ware." Says the pieman to Simple Simon, "Show me first your penny." Says Simple Simon to the pieman, "Indeed, I have not any." Sad ending. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Now you can show me. Every fiddler, he had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Well, there's none so rare as can compare with King Cole and his fiddlers three. Tall Book of Mother Goose. 3 little kittens lost their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear our mittens we have lost." "What? Lost your kitten? Your mittens, you naughty kittens? You shall have no pie."
Meow, 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 meow.
Then the 3 little kittens found their mittens and hung them up to dry. "Mother dear, look here, our mittens we have found." "What? Found your mittens, you good little kittens? Shh, I smell a mouse close by." Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the
Candlestick.
stick. To market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. To market, to buy a fat hog. Home again, jiggity jog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I caught a hare alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I let her go again. Mistress Mary, quite contrary. Okay? Mistress Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow?
Row.
With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row.
The Queen came.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that
Mary went, Mary went,
Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.